Hey guys, Coach Milan, founder of Prevail Boxing here in Los Angeles. I'm back with video number 3 in our beginner boxing series. Today we are going over some basic fundamental jabs. If you guys are enjoying the series, make sure you subscribe, like, follow, all that good stuff. All right guys, back with video number 3 in our beginner boxing series. Coach Damo's here with me. He's gonna be demonstrating today 2 different jabs. So, the jab is the most important punch in boxing. It's gonna be your lead hand and it fires straight out. Before you guys even start punching, a couple things to know. You're hitting with your 2 big knuckles and you want to keep your wrist nice and flat. Don't have it curled back and make sure that, so don't have it curled back this way or have it too far down. That's how you jam and hurt your wrist. Keep the wrist flat, hit with the 2 big knuckles right there. So you're going to take those 2 knuckles and you're going to drill it into your opponent's head. So Coach Damo's in his boxing guard. The jab is going to be his lead hand since he's right-handed. That's his left hand. And it's just going to fire straight out and come straight back. His backhand stays in place. There's not much movement with his body. Boom. Maybe a little bit of twist in his shoulders to get a little extra reach, but that's it. Although there's not going to be a ton of power on this punch helps regulate. If I step into his space, boom, he's checking me, okay? A lot of times people, they want to get close to you so that they can hit you. Well, you disrupt that as soon as they get close, boom, okay? Also, if I'm standing out here and you want to set up an opportunity to hit them, you can step in or you can half step to suck up some of that space, hit them, and then you get out and make a miss. So that's what we're going to be going over today. All right, guys. Coach Lolo's in here today. He's going to be helping us show you guys how to drill the jab. So Damo's going to be in position. Now, Lo's got 2 paddles. You guys can use your hands, you can use your gloves, you can use oven mitts, whatever you want. With your front hand, every time Lo brings it up, Damo's in range and he's just gonna fire and react with his jab. Good, just like that. Perfect. So in our first video, I mentioned balance and having your feet underneath you. You'll see as Damo's throwing his jab, he's not overcommitting, he's staying balanced, and immediately after he's done throwing his jab, he's in a position where he can block, he can move his head, he can punch again, he can move his feet. Okay? So these details are very important. Although the punch is simple, you guys can keep going. People at home are taking notes, you know. Although this is a very simple move, this is something that you want to get a lot of reps in because there's a lot in the details. All right? Perfect. Thank you. So that's our beginner jab, our first jab, stationary, no footwork. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add in a half step. And what I mean by that is your front hand and your front foot together, they're gonna move. So you're getting into range to land the shot and you're pushing off your front foot to come out and avoid getting countered, all right? This is also called a probing jab. Very nice. Let's get a few of those. You'll notice Damo's backhand is up, protecting the moneymaker. Boom. He steps in, just his front foot steps, and then it comes right back. Just the front foot in and just the front foot back. Your back foot serves as your anchor. Very nice. Good. And break right there. So guys, the drill that we can do after you've got the technique down, make sure you get the technique down before you get into the more reactionary drills. But if you have the technique down, here's the reactionary drill. If Lo holds up his front hand, it's the stationary jab because you're already in range. If he holds up his backhand, then you're gonna half step jab. So now you've got to get to a place where the technique is in place and you can start working your reactions and your responses. This requires you to be present. You got to be focused on your opponent and you got to be ready to go. When you're in this state, we call this keeping your engine on. All right. So you've got to be 100% present. Beautiful. And you want to be accurate. You want to choose the appropriate jab for the appropriate response. And if you guys are really getting it down, the next element to add is start moving around a little bit more naturally. So you'll see here, in a fight, we're not just going to be standing in one place. We're constantly moving around, making micro adjustments depending on what our opponent does. Beautiful. And break. Coaches, that was perfect. That was perfect. So hopefully everybody at home, you'll get that down. You'll be perfect too. Most important punch in boxing, the jab. On our next video, guys, we're going to introduce our first knockout punch, the cross. So we'll see you guys on the next video. Hope you enjoyed this one.